Hello, everyone. It's Oklahoma Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Welcome to another look at Oklahoma CareerTech. This is a series that I started to really speak with Oklahomans about their experiences with our world-class career tech system. It is world-class, and the rest of the world needs to know about it. Today, I am joined by Cavin Pugh, who is a graduate of the Plumbing Apprenticeship program at Mid-Dell Technology Center, and now a plumber at Stanley Plumbing Services. And certainly we're going to get into that, kind of really connecting the dots for you of a great kid that went through a program and immediately went to work. So, Cavin, thanks for joining us. First off,
Thank you for having me. It's a
yeah.
pleasure.
We talk so much about the need for skilled labor around the state of Oklahoma, and plumbing always comes up, HVAC services always come up. Career Tech has so many different classes that you can take, but I'm really looking forward to this interview because everybody will need a plumber at some point in their life. So you are definitely in the right line of work. But first off, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What high school did you go to?
I lived in Midwest City and I went to Midwest City High School. I graduated 2021.
Okay. Yeah. Homegrown boy then, right there in Mid-Dell, huh?
Yep, right
Good.
down the street.
So, then that always kind of leads to the next question. It's always fascinating for me, kids that go through a high school, that you may just be a stone's throw from a career tech center. All of us in Oklahoma, and we grow up somewhere near an Oklahoma Career Tech Center. How did you first hear about Mid-Dell Technology Center?
Actually, when I was a sophomore, our high school, they brought us over to the Career Tech and they gave us a tour and stuff. So I was introduced back then, but I was playing sports, so Career Tech wasn't on my mind at that point.
Wasn't on your mind.
However,
A lot of times we hear it's the eighth grade field trip, but that wasn't your experience. It was your sophomore year in high school.
yes, sir.
Oh, well, good job on Mid-Dell High School. So anybody could sign up for that and go over, or was it kind of a mandatory thing?
No, it wasn't mandatory. It was up to your choice. So once you're a junior, you can start the program, and even adults can join the program at any
Right.
time. So
So
it's fun.
you went there as a sophomore just because maybe a free day getting out of school. Who knows?
Yeah, it was a trip, so I didn't have to be
Yeah.
in school, so I was glad to go.
I love it. I love it. So, but you were doing sports, living your life. Did you leave that experience of that field trip thinking, "Hey, this is kind of interesting"?
No, it was the last thing on my mind. I
Gotcha.
had no plans on coming ever. So
Yeah. So you got through that trip. What led you then to enroll, in the plumbing program?
once I graduated high school, I went to college for a little bit, and then I realized college wasn't for me. So then I started working from job to job, and I realized that I needed stability. I needed a career. So plumbing was the first thing that popped up, and I went with it. I took the
That's
risk.
that's great. So when you say the first thing that popped up, so you just started researching, hey, what do I want to do? And
I actually was just looking online for different careers and different blue collar jobs. So
yeah,
it was plumbing, electrical, HVAC, welding, and just things like that. And I wanted to be different. I didn't want to do what everybody else did, and I
yeah.
felt like plumbing gets a little overlooked. And so I knew
It,
plumbing was a competitive field, so I wanted to join that. So.
it certainly is overlooked sometimes. So tell us a little bit, again, that I love that background, kind of how you got to, the Career Tech Center. You find out, okay, I think plumbing is my swim lane here. What were your classes like? Tell those that may be watching this, that may want to go into plumbing. Again, high demand field. You can go immediately to work. What are those classes like at Mid-Dell Career Tech?
It's not just school. It's not what you would think. I was a full-time student, so I started in August, and by March I was able to do the work-based learning, which they put you on the field. So when I first started class, we went over the tools, we went over all the plumbing parts and plumbing materials, and then after that it was just straight hands-on. He showed us from the basics to the advanced stuff that we wouldn't even mess with from time to time. So we just went over everything. There wasn't a thing he didn't teach us. So
I love it.
prepared us for the field.
And to your point, hands on. I mean, it's not like you're reading out of a book,
No.
all day long. This is hands on. That's great. How long did that program take you to complete? And again, this is the Plumbing Apprenticeship program at Mid-Del Tech Center.
It's a 10-month course. So
Okay.
from your very first day to graduation day, it's about a 10-month process.
I mean, but less than a year. I mean, that's fantastic. And again, every day, but from about how many hours a day every day?
Yeah, it's Monday through Friday from about 7:30 to about 2 o'clock.
Were you in a class with a lot of adult learners? Was everybody about your same age? I mean, how did that work?
It was about 50-50. It was about half of adults and half high school students.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so probably a lot of those adults were going probably to work after, or I mean,
Yeah,
there's
they had their
flexibility
own.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about your instructors. I mean, you talked about how hands-on this program was, but certainly I could sense, how much you really enjoyed those instructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did they help you prepare to enter the workforce?
Yeah, we had one instructor, Mr. Scott Ringwald. He was a good dude. He was it's more of a mentor to me. He didn't just teach me about plumbing. He taught me about life. He just tried to help me be able to be prepared to be in the field rather than just going out there and not knowing what I'm doing. So
Yeah,
he
that's
wanted
awesome.
he truly wanted the best for his students, and I was glad to be able to be taught by him. So
That's great. And again, Scott, what's his name again? I want to give him extra props. Yeah,
Ringwald,
Scott Greenwald. Scott, well done, buddy. Well done. I mean, it's just nothing more than I love to hear that not only is a professor teaching you what you need to learn to get into the workforce, but they're a mentor in some ways too. I just think that's awesome. Yeah. So you finished this program again within 10 months. You kind of had a direction, that you were going. So tell me about your career at this point. This is career tech. They trained you to actually have a career. So after graduating from Mid-Del Tech, how did you find employment in your field?
actually, my teacher he helped me find a good job. So yeah, he did that with all his students. He made sure to find them a job before they got out of the class. So
That's
yeah,
fantastic. So within that 10 months, he was kind of, hey, this is a company you should talk to.
yeah.
I'm assuming a lot of those companies, they're in such demand for people with your skills. They were probably showing up, hey, when do you graduate? Because we're
Oh
ready
yeah,
to
no,
go to work.
he also did that a lot. He also brought in companies to come in and talk to us and just talk about the field and introduce us to them. And yeah, he made sure to keep us involved with everybody.
That's great. That also doesn't happen necessarily at a traditional university a lot of times.
Yeah,
You're learning a skill, but they're bringing in the companies that may be hiring you after. That's a huge advantage that our Oklahoma Career Tech system has. So, what's your favorite thing, about working as a plumber?
My favorite thing is just being able to make somebody's day by fixing something that's broken at their home. So
Yeah,
it brings me joy to know that I made somebody else's day. I made them happy. So
that,
that's
that,
what it's
that
all about.
that's awesome. And again, you're working for Stanley Plumbing Services.
Yes, sir.
And I know they're kind of really across many regions of the state of Oklahoma, but do you live still in Mid-Del, or where are you based now?
I currently I still live in Oklahoma City, but it's not too far from me, so
Yeah.
it's a good commute.
And every week's different. You're on a kind of a different job from day to day, or I mean,
Yeah,
how does that
multiple
kind of
jobs
work?
day to day. So I mean, some jobs will be a couple day project, but some jobs will take a couple hours. So it you never know what you're going to get into. It's something different every job. So
Yep.
that's
Yep.
another good thing about it. You're not stuck doing the same thing.
Bingo. Yeah. So, what opportunities has working in this field, created for you?
Honestly, it's changed my life since I started, like for the better. I mean, the money is good. Meeting the new people, just the friendships I've built, and just the connections I made. There's the opportunities is endless. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of things you can do with it.
It's pretty cool to say the opportunities are endless with a career. A lot of people are stuck in a job they don't like.
Yep.
They feel like they're trapped. They can't get out of it. And here you are getting a certificate within 10 months and being able to do something different on a day-to-day basis a lot of times, but you get a lot of joy and value out of it. So what, and again, you've really answered some of these questions, but what would you say then, to kind of wrap this up? What would you say to someone who is considering enrolling in Oklahoma's CareerTech system?
If they're considering it, I'd advise them to choose it because you don't want to you don't want to push it off and wait a couple years, couple months, and then you're stuck. So I mean, if you're thinking about it now, just go ahead and enroll now. It'll be the best decision you made. You got
That's
to take
awesome.
that risk to be rewarded. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome. So again, Cavin Pugh, a great Oklahoman. You can't leave the state now, Cavin. You've got to continue to work in Oklahoma. Hopefully, one day raise your own family here, man. I'm really proud of you. It's pretty awesome. And again, you really are, and I'm not just saying it. You're what we are trying to tell the rest of the state about. That there's multiple paths to a great career. You tried college, great, right? You had no interest in this in high school. You're just playing sports, but man, you've made something not just out of your life, but really a life-changing experience showing up at the front doors of Middale Tech
Most
and
definitely.
becoming a plumber. And it's a career that will not go out of style, man. Will not go. I mean, everybody needs it. Again, with the advent of AI and everything else, everybody talking about how the changing job market. These jobs won't change that much.
This is something that won't go away. So it's gonna be here forever.
That's right. That's right. So again, Cavin, thank you again for joining us. Thanks for sharing your story with me today. I'm so glad that Oklahoma Career Tech was the right fit for you, and we look forward to following your journey. I hope for a very long time.
I thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, man.
Thanks, man.